What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Wrestling Junkies Podcast. I am Mr. Cincinnati, and as always, I am joined by the podcast dad, Choops. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
Can't complain. It's that hump day feeling for sure. I am very much ready for the weekend and to just relax a little bit,
Yeah, no, big game this weekend. We're excited for that. But yeah, we're going to talk some wrestling. There's potentially a huge announcement in wrestling today, so we're going to definitely talk. We got to talk about it. But we also had a pretty fun episode of NXT and a guest today. So action-packed.
Yeah, we have a lot to get into. We have an incredible guest who will be joining us here shortly. But first of all, thank you, everybody that has joined us tonight. You can find us on X and TikTok at Junkies Pod. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram at Wrestling Junkies Pod. But most importantly, do us a huge favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and we need your help to get there. Podcast Dad, just because I know that you'll butcher it again, I'm just going to ask you the simple question. What's the magic number?
One stinky link. If you tell one stinky link to subscribe to our channel, they should do it. That's all I got.
Yeah, tell your mom, dad, bartender, therapist, sneaky link. Hinge, Date, Bumble, whichever your dating app is. If you rock with the Wrestling Junkies, we want to rock with you and spread that word. We want to grow our community, and that all starts with you. You can also follow our friends at the Main Event Wrestling Network at mainevent_net on all social media platforms. If you love great live podcasts, blogs, fan art, memes, you name it, we have it. An incredible group of people that we work with, and you get a little bit of everything in this wonderful, wacky world of pro wrestling. Podcast Dad, the fact checker, wants to know, who else should you tell? No wrong answers.
That's a good question. Tell your DoorDash driver. When the DoorDash comes,
that's a good one.
Tell them. No, why not? Hey.
Yeah,
I'm drunk at 2 a.m. ordering Taco Bell. Have you subscribed to the Wrestling Junkies podcast?
Yeah. Have you told your kids daycare
teacher? Don't ever order Taco Bell at 2 a.m., by the way.
You're not. Yeah.
It's bad.
It usually is.
Have I told my daycare takers?
Your daycare teachers.
Well, there's no such thing as a daycare teacher.
The people that watch your children when you and your wife are at work.
That would be my mom, and she does subscribe.
Thanks, Mama. Appreciate it. Gymnastics teacher. I know. You know what? Okay. All right. Okay. This is okay.
Tell your parents.
Next time I order my Post Club Crunch Wrap, I will do exactly this. Oh, what a guy! Thank you to the fact checker.
What kind of Crunch Wrap though? Is it the beef?
That's a
good
question.
Other stuff.
You can't get
We can talk about that. Go to late night Taco Bell orders. I'm a sucker, and I know everybody's going to tell me don't do it, but man, their steak, it's something. I don't know why I put the poison in my body, but I do. Steak chalupa and a steak burrito, that's over.
You said the OG. I am a 5-layer burrito and Dorito taco kind of guy.
I don't like the hard tacos.
But it's the cheesy shells. The ranch are coming back this year, too.
Allegedly.
Hey, I don't know. I mean, I heard it on TikTok. It's got to be true, right?
Of course.
Also, if you've not seen my open letter to Papa H, you can find that on our TikTok channel at Junkies Pod.
Please do. It's a great letter.
I am just horribly frustrated, but it's...
Is it him, though?
Well, he's certainly the face of it, so...
I know.
He didn't even watch Monday's show.
Is it him, though?
He can control whether he watches Monday's show or not, though.
That's fine.
I'm just saying. I think Podcast Dad, our audience has heard enough of us talk. It is time to introduce our guest, and we are super excited because we met her at SCI and thought she was fucking awesome. So we're going to be joined by somebody who's been making some serious waves across the Indies right now, none other than Aminah Belmont. She is the reigning and defending Chicago-style wrestling women's champion, and in just 3 short years, she has already established herself as one of the brightest stars to watch. Like I said, we met her at SCI this past year, where she competed at the Action Futures Showcase, and she didn't just compete. She turned heads, man. I mean, her charisma, her confidence, her in-ring IQ flew way beyond her experience level. From Ego Pro in Chicago to Higher Ground in Minnesota, from NWA Chicago to 3XW in Iowa, she has built a resume that speaks volumes. And now she is finding herself in the middle of a heated rivalry for her CSW Women's Championship, as well as with TNA star Maggie Lee. And it's one that has fans buzzing about her future and her potential to take over the industry. So tonight, we are thrilled to have her with us. Please welcome Aminah Belmont to the stage. Aminah, how are you? Thank you so much for joining us.
Good. How are you guys?
I'm good.
Good.
We're great.
The
We're great.
title
Thank you so
amazing.
much. Yeah.
Thank you so much for showing that off. It looks great.
I know. That's because I'm wearing one.
Let's get right into it. Mr. Cincinnati, you do it perfectly. I'll let you go.
Oh, thanks, buddy. So Aminah, here at the Wrestling Junkies Podcast, when we look at pro wrestling at its core, it is superheroes and supervillains that clash, but the one thing that they have in common are origin stories. So if you could, tell us about some of your earliest memories of pro wrestling.
Okay, like earliest, I would say my first memory of pro wrestling was sitting down with my family and we were all watching. It was Rey Mysterio. I want to say he was going against Eddie Guerrero, but I could be wrong. But that was like the first one. We were all cheering for Rey, obviously, because he's a GOAT. And yeah, that would be my very first memory of wrestling. I was a really big AJ Lee fan early on, so I'm super excited to see that she's returned. That was awesome for me. Big CM Punk girl too, so seeing them together again, it's just the little kid in me, she's going crazy like every week. It's amazing. Sure. I would say those are like the two kind of standouts, or three technically, right?
Yeah.
Being the third kind of standouts of what shaped my love for wrestling.
So, with that being said, your three favorites there that you just listed off, how do you think that they have influenced your in-ring style or your personality as a whole?
I would say with CM Punk, I'm very, I wouldn't say I act like him, but we both hold grudges, I guess you can say. We're both grudge holders. AJ Lee, if you look at my gear, it's very plaid. Well, not very. It is plaid. And it's AJ Lee coded. When she came into NXT for the first time, she had the plaid top and the plaid bottom. So I was like, ooh, that'd be so cute if I made it into like a skirt. So that, I also wear Chuck Taylors to the ring, which AJ wears. No, I wear Converse. AJ wears Chuck Taylors. I wear Converse. Yeah, I would say a lot of my look is very AJ Lee coded.
Love that. That's phenomenal. And you recently celebrated 3 years in pro wrestling. So let's look back at kind of what influenced you to get into training, and what are some lessons that you've learned about yourself over the last 3 years?
What got me into training was AJ Lee. I watched wrestling for the first time, and that's like, because I always knew I wanted to do wrestling, but I never knew, I never thought it was possible. And then I watched AJ Lee in NXT, and I was like, oh my God, we're the same size. If she can do it, I can do it. So I think that's when it kind of became just like the up. My family would say that wrestling, like we all loved it and it was like a dream, but I took it way too far. So I guess this is me taking it too far. One of the lessons I've learned in wrestling, I would say, doesn't matter how you win, as long as you get there.
Interesting.
That's a good one.
That is spoken like a true veteran right there. That is
interesting.
Facts.
Doesn't matter how you
somebody gets upset with me when I say that. Current CSW Women's Champion.
Yeah.
What does holding that title mean to you, being so young in your career?
Gonna sound really crappy, but it doesn't really mean much. Just because, it doesn't surprise me that I have it. So
love the confidence. Love this.
It's like a cute little accessory that I get to walk around with, and that's why I don't want to lose it, because it looks really good. Like, look at this.
It does.
It's a little accessory that you could just have all the time. It's awesome.
No, it looks great. It does.
I know.
let's talk a little bit about Maggie Lee. You guys have had quite the few months here. What has this feud meant for your growth, and do you see it as a turning point in your career?
No, only because Maggie and I have been fighting ever since we've gotten into wrestling. We graduated BXB together, so we have been fighting. Like, she was my very first match. We've been fighting all over Iowa, Chicago, Minnesota. Like, it means nothing. It's a Tuesday for us, honestly. I'm happy for her. She's in TNA now. Cool for her, but doesn't mean she can't get beat, as we've seen at CSW. I've beaten her. It's just a thing that happens.
That's right. Call what it is. Light work. I get it. Do you think rivalries like this bring the best out of you, or do you think you thrive a little bit more proving yourself against fresher opponents?
I definitely think rivalries like this bring the best out of a person, because you wrestle this person all the time, and so you know their moveset and they know your moveset, so you have to like plan 15 steps ahead thinking that they're going to do the same thing because of how often you guys wrestle. And I think that brings the best out of you as an opponent, versus like if you had a fresh opponent, it's like, yeah, you're throwing moves out there that they don't really know, especially if they don't do research and they don't watch footage. So it's a lot kind of easier to catch them slipping than it is for someone you've wrestled for years.
Yeah,
sure. Let's talk about SCI weekend. This was a huge weekend for so many people, and you stood out. You know, during that Action Future showcase, we were absolutely blown away. What was that weekend like for you personally?
It was extremely tiring. We drove from Chicago all the way to Tennessee that night. Like,
love it.
Friday,
Love it.
all the way.
Thank you. Thank you for this, by the way. Fantastic.
I am.
Fantastic.
I'm front.
Thank you so much.
I was very
front and center.
We drove from Chicago to Tennessee. Got there Sunday morning. I was exhausted, but I think it was like, I don't know. I think the exhaustion kind of fueled my excitement a lot more, because I wanted to like do as much as I can, even though I was really, really tired. But that weekend was awesome. I got to wrestle a lot of new people, all new people. Really had a banger of an 8-man on Action. It was it was the most fun I've had in wrestling in a long time.
This is the first time we saw you live. Instantly connection with the crowd. How important is it for you to bring the energy outside of the ring as much as it is to bring it inside the ring?
I think it's really important, just because you want to draw people in, and even if that doesn't happen in the ring, it can always happen outside of the ring, connecting with the fans and just being like who you are, so that the fans can get to know you and get behind you a lot more than they would if they were just seeing you on a random Tuesday and then you didn't go out to sell merch or anything and you just kind of left the venue. The fans don't really know who you are, so you can't really create a human connection there. So I think it's extremely important to have that.
Yeah, and it was there, connected.
Yeah,
just like that as soon as you hit the curtain.
Yeah, Aminah, let's talk about this weekend coming up. You have a major match defending the CSW Women's Championship against Lily Pescadita. For those that may not be familiar with Lily, tell us a little bit about what makes her tick and how you prepare for this match.
Lily we've done this song and dance annoyingly a lot. And she wrestled Deanna Praza at last month's show, and I got put in a match with a bunch of dudes, and even though I got some licks in, I also got completely decimated. And I guess some can say I overreacted after the show by putting a bag over her head, but I don't think it was that bad. I think people are reaching there. I think people are making a big deal out of something that really wasn't. Like, other things happened that night. I think they're just making a really big, oh my God, other things happened that were way worse than what I did, but they're like highlighting it because CSW management's out to get me. It's absolutely terrible. But I think that's the only reason she got this match to begin with, just because he doesn't like me and he doesn't want me to be the champion. So I wouldn't really put any stock in her.
Ooh, wow. Okay. All right. Strong words.
Yeah.
I guess the C in CSW stands for conspiracy. If you had to defend that women's championship, this is your chance to call anybody out against anyone, any promotion, indie, major promotion. Who's at the top of your list?
I have a couple girls at the top of my list, if I'm being completely honest. Jade Stone, she's one of them. I've wanted to wrestle her forever. Maya World, she's another one. We had a little thing at Uprising, but I feel like we got a bit more in us. Also, Danny, her husband, at SCI, terrible person, terrible human being. I feel like she has to pay for his bad behavior, you know? So Maya, sorry girl, but you kind of put it on yourself when you married him. Danny Luna. I would love to wrestle Danny Luna.
Good one.
Do I have another one in me? I'd like to wrestle Deonna Purrazzo. I like for her to come back and put this title on the line, have her wrestle someone of substance and standards, you know? Give her a bit of a challenge.
There you go. Love that.
That's quite the wish list there.
Remember.
So, I mean, you've wrestled across multiple states already. Where's one place that you haven't yet that's on your bucket list?
Haven't? West Coast, California. I'm going to go to Cali so bad. I want to wrestle in Cali so bad. I don't know why. Yes, I do. I love West Coast Pro. Put me on Cali wrestling, and it's just phenomenal. I would love to wrestle in California. California and if they're still wrestling in Hawaii, I would like to do that. I'm not sure if they're still wrestling there though. But technically it counts everywhere. Yeah, but like some places aren't as it's not as popular. So you like the community is like really small and it's like really hard to find. It's like
that's fair. That's fair.
Those are my two.
Now I get to ask you a non-wrestling question.
Okay.
Ready? If you had to pick one post-show meal, is it Chicago deep dish or Nashville hot chicken?
Oh, that's a good one.
Quick.
Chicago sucks. Sorry.
It does.
I hate driving in Chicago. And then like I saw like some CSW kids, they were posting on their story, stop saying you hate Chicago if you don't live here. I have to go there every month. I can say I hate Chicago. I'm gonna keep saying I hate Chicago. That place fucking sucks. Their traffic is terrible. Oh my god. I hate driving in Chicago. It's terrible. It's so bad.
Wow. The pizza's taking the strays for that. Man. Ooh, didn't know that was going to be the answer, but okay. Hey, fuck Chicago.
That's okay. That's okay. We won't tell Punk and AJ. We won't. That's okay.
They should know if they live there. Okay, they know. They're aware. That's why they beat those shirts. You can't say you hate Chicago if you don't live here. Yes, I can. If I have to drive there every month, I can say it. I can say it. I'm in Chicago more than anyone. No, I can say it. They know. They know about their. They know. They know.
I'm scared of you. I'm not going to argue with you.
Well, Aminah, we have one final question for you. It's the most important question you're probably going to get during this entire interview. When we look at Mr. WrestleMania, in your estimation, is that Shawn Michaels or The Undertaker?
Oh,
might be the first swerve we've gotten.
This is hard because, like, I absolutely adored The Undertaker as a kid. God. Okay. I'm going to say Shawn Michaels only because I feel like I feel like the two, like I love them both, but I think I love Shawn a bit more than I love The Undertaker. Yeah, I'm going to say Shawn. Also, yeah, I'm going to say Shawn. Yeah, that's my final answer.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
That's fair. That's fair. Where can everybody find you coming up? Any plug your shows and then plug your social media. Where can everybody see you?
Ooh, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'm not on Twitter as much. I'm still learning how to use Twitter where like it doesn't annoy me. At _Aminah_Belmont_. Why it's so long is because I got hacked. My first Instagram got hacked and so I had to do this one, so that's why the name is so long. But if you just put in Aminah Belmont on Instagram, 9 times out of 10, I'll just pop up. I have CSW Friday, be there or be squared. Same thing with AAW, another Chicago promotion. See, I can hate Chicago. I can do that. I can do that. I'm in Chicago this weekend. I have Dreamwave, I think in October. Honestly, all of my shows are on my phone. So
It's okay.
Like on the top of my head. But if you follow me on my Instagram at _Aminah_Belmont_, I list all my shows. Like I give you a week in advance notice. Sometimes I give you 2 months. So just follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. Same thing. TikTok, same thing. Yeah, that's all I got.
There we go.
Fantastic. Well, Aminah, thank you so much. We're so glad to finally have this conversation with you. Best of luck this weekend and beyond, and hope to have you back on soon. Don't be a stranger.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me. I had a blast.
Of course, you take care. Stay well.
You too. Bye.
See you.
Thank you again to Aminah Belmont. Thank you to everybody that is watching tonight. As always, you can find us on X and TikTok at Junkies Pod. You can like us on Facebook, follow us at Wrestling Junkies Pod on Instagram, but subscribe to that YouTube channel. Tell your stinky links. Podcast Dad. NXT is in the fucking books. It was a great show. It was a great show.
No. Come here. No.
What? No. You
Eat
weren't
your
even
crow.
gonna let me. You weren't. No, you
Eat
weren't
your
even gonna let me
crow.
preface. You weren't gonna let me preface it.
Eat it.
What part is it that you want me to eat crow about? If you're gonna interrupt me, and I'm not fucking.
What did you go off on yesterday?
I went off on the fact that Stephanie Vaquer wasn't on TV.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eat your crow.
Here she was.
Eat it.
I'm not going to, and here's why. Look. And much like I said in the open letter, which you obviously didn't watch on TikTok, she is competing for a world championship in 10 days' time. She has been cut from Raw. She has been cut from Clash in Paris. Don't sit here and imply that I should be grateful that I'm seeing her on fucking NXT before she has a world title match in 10 days. That I'm not going to let you do. And because
I didn't say grateful.
And NXT, they're building for Homecoming. I get it. Full Sail. Big moment. Of course, they want to bring people back to make that a fun, nostalgic show. They have shoved down our fucking throats. WWE and ESPN. Stephanie Vaquer is one of your most over stars right now, and you're not using her to build towards her world title match as part of that show. I know that there are other things that are kind of being involved in that. Cena and Brock Lesnar, the massive tag team match. But do not sit here and think that I should be happy about the fact that Stephanie Vaquer, she showed up on NXT. Like, no, it's going to be a fun match. It's going to be a great match, but this is for a one-off televised event, whereas next week she could potentially become the next women's world champion and cement her status as a main event player on Raw. She's not doing that on fucking NXT next week. That's why I'm upset.
Okay. Do you hate Chicago too?
No, I don't hate Chicago at all. I love Chicago. Though I do agree with the deep dish. I'm not a deep dish guy.
It's overrated.
New York style, for sure.
I like the thin, crispy shit.
NXT is a different universe. It is for sure.
It is.
It is. Shout out to our friend Will from Gorilla Press Apparel in the chats as well. Follow them on X at Gorilla Press APP. If you're a wrestler and need some merch for those tables, DM Will. He is fucking awesome. Detroit style all day. I'll give him that too. That is, yeah.
I have had Detroit. Detroit style is pretty good.
Fernando likes deep dish.
It's all right. It's not my favorite. I'm not a big lasagna person, so that's kind of.
Fernando's from Chicago, so put your foot in your fucking mouth.
That's fine. Philly cheesesteaks all day. So.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
All pizza is tasty pizza.
It's not true.
No need to pick one or the other. Mr. Ramsey swings both ways when it comes to his pizza.
Tyler Breeze returned. We saw DIY back again. Mello will be there. They're trying to make this a big deal.
And there's still some contention between Trick and Mello, even a year and a half.
As there should be. That's the one thing I logically, wrestlers, I just forgive like that. There should be a little they were together for so long, and then Mello turned his back.
Yeah. But
Mello should still be a little
ass with how his year has gone on the main roster.
That's fine, but there's a little bit of story there. Just play the tension a little bit. Just a little bit. It's okay.
You can see Gargano and Ciampa do that.
Yeah, I know. But they're just best friends. They're like you and me. We fight.
All right, I'm just going to go fuck myself. I'll see you later. You can handle the show on your own.
Sometimes we have an empty arena match with Triple H watching. It happens.
Extenuating circumstances.
By far the worst one they had. But,
yeah,
NXT was fine, right? Dark State retains. I don't think we're surprised there. Joe Hendry cost it. The one I do want to talk about is Blake Monroe. I enjoyed the promo.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed the vignette.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want Blake Monroe to have the demon character, if that makes sense. I don't need split personality kind of thing. Because they can't do exactly what they did in AEW. I get it. They can't, copy my homework, don't make it look obvious kind of thing. But I don't want the split personality kind of thing, because they're already doing that with Bayley right now, so I don't need both. So
yeah, I don't think it needs to be. Bless you to whoever that was a sneeze in the background.
That was podcast mom. Allergies are rampant in this house.
Unfortunate. Well, make sure to tell her I said hi. But as far as I don't necessarily want to see split personality. I do think that she is going to need to go to a slightly darker place or get a little angrier when it comes to taking on Jordan Grace, because there is already the clear physical disadvantage that she's going to have to figure out some other way to beat her other than just pure wrestling. So that I would want to see a little bit of edge, but I don't necessarily want to see a split like that kind of going to snap and giving that Victoria energy,
Yeah, I don't look. She can have a little bit of edge to her. That's fine. I just don't want. I just don't want that real deep dark character. Let her go back to being the glamour. That's what she's good at. I'm better than you. Yes, is it what Tiffy's kind of doing now? A little bit, sure. But there's room for these things. I would say that we don't need another dark character.
Sure. I would say that Tiffany is more of more akin to a Barbie gimmick, and Tony's more of the Marilyn Monroe glamorous kind of.
You said Tony.
Golden age. So I wouldn't necessarily say timeless.
Freudian slip. Blake Monroe.
Yeah, I said I would liken her to a Marilyn Monroe type character. Gotcha. That's what I would see her presentation as more. So I wouldn't necessarily say it's a timeless Tony knockoff, because Fernando, timeless Tony, it just in her mind she is an actress. Yeah, she is, but it's more of an actress where each rivalry that she has, she's preparing for a new role. And that's not necessarily what we're seeing with Blake Monroe here. It is just kind of I am this Hollywood starlet I am about the image and the perception of what you see of me and what I portray to the rest of the world, as opposed to I am this actress getting ready for a role in each rivalry is a new character or a new challenge to play there. That's where I would see the difference between the two is all that I was saying.
I can't say it any better. I think that's a great point.
Thank you.
Okay, don't shut up. Sorry. AEW tonight, unless you have anything else from NXT, which I don't know if you did or
not. Yeah, Josh Briggs is going to be that guy, ain't he?
What did I tell you?
If you're beating Javon Evans clean again, like, yeah, no.
I think that's the guy that's going to take it off over Femi. I'm telling you. I don't know when. I don't know how. I would not be shocked either if he's the leader behind Dark State. I'm going to throw that out there, too. I think Briggs is your next big-time player in NXT. I really, really do. I think he's found his niche. I really, really do.
I'm okay with it. I mean, in getting the win over Javon Evans, that's a very, very good win for him. It really is. I think I need to see him stack up a couple more.
And he might. Like I'm saying, I don't know when this is going to happen. It may not happen until next year. Like maybe he wins Deadline. Or what was it called? It's called Deadline, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he wins that, right? I don't know.
What do you do with that title between September and December? We know that he's going over Ricky Saints. Like, this is just
you have a partnership with TNA, you have a partnership with AAA. Like, there's other things you can do. You have main roster people that are not being used. Bring AJ Styles down because they're leaning into it. They posted the video yesterday. They're leaning into it. Like, you have options. You have options to get through the next few months. It's 3 more months. Get them to January.
It's so long. That's just so long.
I think it's okay. I do. Really do. Shelton Benjamin takes on Ricochet tonight, which, okay.
Yeah, let's go.
Mercedes and Sakura. Is that her name? Sakurara?
Emi Sakura?
Yes, Sakura. Take on Alex Windsor and Riho.
Okay. Toni
Storm and Sky Blue in a Philly street fight.
Cool. Let's go.
Hangman takes on Adam Page. Hangman takes on Josh Alexander.
Meet.
And then we have a 500K 10-man tag. Brodito and the Ops take on the Young Bucks and the Death Riders. Just say it's a 10-man tag.
Yeah, it's.
I need the money.
Because, I mean, we're never going to know if anybody's actually getting paid the amounts that go with
who cares? Who cares?
But I think if you're going to do something like that, I want to see you flaunting that money everywhere.
Yeah,
if you're going to win a match like that, I want to see you flaunt it.
Because Moxley's going to do that. With $100,000, he's just going to walk out with, a new coat? No,
he may not, but don't you think that Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, the extras, would like to feel like they feel important again?
That's fine. You're going to have them beat your trios and tag team champions?
You're the one that threw it out there. Oh, is Mox going to do that? I said no, but the Bucks did. I'm just replying to what you're saying.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
What did you not? You started with, what's Mox going to do with it? Which implies you think the Death Rider is going to win the match, which is fine if that's what you think. But the Bengal follow down.
Keep yelling at me.
I was just
keep yelling at me. Does the Bengal follow want to drink?
I'm not yelling at you.
Does the Bengal follow want to drink?
You don't have the balls to do that. You don't have the balls to do that.
Does he want to drink?
You don't have the balls to do that. I would never do that to any of your shit. You won't have the balls to do it.
Does he want to drink?
You don't have the balls to do it.
I got to bring this to you. You
were supposed to like a week ago.
I know. It's really hard because I leave for work at 4:30 in the morning.
I had children. I got to get them from school.
No, I just keep forgetting to put it in my car. I leave the house at 4:30. I don't get home until
okay if you want to root for the Bengals. They're in different conferences, dude. It's okay.
You want me to root for the team that had 16 yards in the fourth quarter last week and beat the Browns by a point? Yeah.
No, I just want you to root for the team that beat the Browns week 1. That's all. Yeah.
Talk to me when the Eagles curb stomp the Chiefs on Sunday.
Go Birds.
Yeah. Hey, Fact checker, clip that.
You know he doesn't do any of that, right?
He will. I want the date, September 10th, 2025. Mr. Cincinnati said, "Go Birds."
This is not the first time I've said "Go Birds" on the show.
Well, this might be the first time sober I've heard it.
Are you?
A little bit. I do have a picture of MJB wearing that, though.
Yeah.
Go Birds.
Yeah.
Guys, please subscribe to our
He's
show. We just want to continue to have fun. Please subscribe to our show. And
At Junkies Pod, like us, subscribe.
For the love of everything, please be nice. Please be nice.
Words of wisdom from the podcast, Dad. Thank you so much to everybody that joined us tonight. We'll be back tomorrow to break down NXT. Maybe give a little SmackDown preview. But all in all, we just want to wrap up the week on a good note. We are 4 episodes away from 400 a week from tonight, episode 400 of the Wrestling Junkies podcast. Do we have anything planned? Get drunk and talk about wrestling pretty much.
Yeah.
That's the podcast, Dad. I'm Mr. Cincinnati. Thank you so much to everybody that joined us tonight. Special shout out to Aminah Belmont. Give him hell this weekend. I appreciate you coming by. For the podcast, Dad, I'm Mr. Cincinnati. This has been the Wrestling Junkies podcast. And until tomorrow, enjoy, be nice, and enjoy those